so far?
Good. We just played not that long ago, and then I watched Turnstile, and now I'm here. So it's pretty good.
Another band I've got to tennis as well.
Yeah. It was great.
Are you looking forward to seeing anyone else on the weekend?
I want to catch Boston Manor tomorrow. I missed their set today. Those are some friends of ours. And it's kind of hard to keep up with all the bands that are playing. There's so many, but and I keep just forgetting about bands that are playing, but I'll just be wandering around.
Yeah. So you guys kind of the slam looking into a little bit of date. You've been doing mainland Europe.
Yeah.
And then you did Dublin yesterday. How was that?
It was good. Yeah, we played the Netherlands and then London, and it was awesome. This is we've headlined in the UK before, but we've never headlined in mainland. So the day one was sick in the Netherlands. I'm excited we're doing some dates after the fest as well, so I'm excited to see how those go.
I think I saw on Instagram some people that have London and a little while.
Yeah, it was sick.
I mean, I was saying earlier, between you guys and I think Kubla Khan are probably the two most violent sets at the festival.
Oh, hell yeah.
Around super early. So
Yeah.
I'd like to people throwing pictures at yours.
Yeah.
I guess the important thing to talk about new albums. It's everywhere at the moment.
Yeah.
Different shade of blue. And I feel like hearing the singles, I can definitely hear it is the step up from you guys. It's not Laugh Track Part 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, so tell us a bit about it, going into it and stuff like that.
I'm very, very excited that it's finally announced. It's been a long time coming. We've been working on it for a very long time. We definitely didn't expect the time in between records to be as long as it was.
I know, because you guys, you've been touring Relentless.
Yeah.
You've been doing even if it's full headline runs across America and stuff, you over here every now and then.
Yeah.
Especially for a hardcore band, that schedule is insane.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy, and it's been 3 years now since we released Laugh Tracks. So it was definitely important for us to get something out and start pushing something new. But at the same time, we wanted to make sure that it was right.
Yeah.
So we really, really took our time with this stuff, and we wanted to make it as best as it could be, and I think that we did. I think it's...
Was it one of those things, because you were on tour so much, you had to fit in what you could work on in the album, just whatever you could, that was the time you had?
It was like that at first, but that wasn't really working for us, so we had to kind of take a step back and we actually went to the studio where we record, and we went there for a long time just to write. And we weren't recording or even working with a producer. We were just using the space to write, but we were away from home so that we could not be distracted.
Yeah.
And it was a part of our schedule. We can't tour during this time period because we're gonna be writing. And then that worked out so well that we ended up coming back and doing the same thing. So we had two really big writing sessions in the studio, and then we had all the time in between then and actually recording to sit on the songs that we wrote and just fine tune them and figure out what we want to change, songs that we want to scratch.
Is that how it's always been for the band then? It's been more of a cohesive thing, so when you guys need to write the record, it's not everyone doing their own thing, it has to be the five of you in one room, jamming whatever?
Yeah, that's how we like to write. We wouldn't feel comfortable doing it any other way because everybody contributes so much.
Yeah.
So we always like to do it together. And it used to just be in our guitar player's garage or whatever, but now that it's to the point where we're on tour so much that when we're home we never really want to get together. So we had to go somewhere to do it.
But also, we have been saying it's been 2-3 years since Laugh Tracks came out. Obviously, and that was pretty much kind of a breakout record for you guys. We had the top 3 people before, with Turn a Few Heads, but when you had that full body of work come out, it gave you so many opportunities, example coming over here, doing headlines and all that. Was there any nerves or doubts following it up?
Yeah, for sure. We definitely got in our head a little bit about our sophomore record. There's always going to be people that prefer the old stuff. There's people that like pop culture more than Laugh Tracks.
Yeah.
There will be people that like Laugh Tracks more than this. and it definitely got in my head, but I had to kind of just like stop myself and like separate myself from that train of thought and like realize that like we're just writing a record for us. Like if nobody in the world likes this new record, like we still like it. So at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And once we kind of like separated ourselves from that mindset, it was easier going into it. But it's definitely been something I've thought about. I hope people like it. I think it's a better record than Laugh Tracks, like from beginning to end.
Like there'd be much less of pop culture now. It's like the live show goes. They're not big groups that you write a majority of the album.
I think that there will always be songs on pop culture that we play, and it just depends on like the tour that we do. If it's a support tour where we only have 25 minutes, it might just be like All My Friends in the Gospel, because those are the ones that go over as the best. But if it's like a headline tour, we'll probably throw in some others. We're definitely not like the kind of band that like as we get older we start to hate our old stuff. We still enjoy it. The reason that we pick the songs that we play is based off reaction. It's not based off of like, oh, I hate that song, we're never playing it. It's like, oh, the crowd hates that song, we're never playing it. Like every time we write a set, like there's like people are like, oh, we should play this song, and it's like, yeah, but nobody reacts. You know what I mean?
It's one of the things like, yeah, like you said, you can write the record for you can like release that piece of music, but as far as live goes, it's just mainly for them.
Yeah.
People are there to see you, they pay their money and they want to see certain bits.
Yeah. So it's like people go crazy to like Dead Ringer and Counting Worms. There's songs on pop culture that people like don't go crazy to. So it's like we want our set to be like high energy and entertaining from start to finish, and we don't want there to be any like low points. Yeah, and we play songs that like don't go over as well, but we still like really enjoy playing them, and they like go over well enough. You know what I mean? Like we play the song No Thanks from Laugh Tracks, and we've played it like almost every show, and it's never really been like a hit, but it still goes over better than some pop culture songs. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, that song and the Warriors cover were both like, we were in the studio and we're friends with the guy that recorded our record. His name is Will Putney, and we've like become friends with him. So like we were joking around about covering the Warriors live, and he was like, let's just record it. And we were like, okay, sure. So like we had the time, and we made sure that we got the record done first, but then we had the time to do it. And then like same thing with All My Friends. We were talking about, we got tagged in a video and that song was in the background, and I was like, this song sounds like shit. Like I like playing the song, I like the song, but the first recording is terrible in my opinion. It's like programmed drums. It was the first time our guitar player had ever tried recording anything, so it was just like we talked about like, I wish we could record it how we play it live, because it's like a little bit faster. Our drummer put his own flair to it, and Will was just like, let's record it. So we were like, sure. So we recorded those two songs, and we were like, okay, we just have them. And then when the idea to put Mistakes out for the last tour, it was like, we want to be able to push a physical copy. So it's like, let's just do a 7-inch and let's put the 2 extra songs on it.
Yeah, they all like something like re-recorded B-sides then.
Yeah, kind of.
All fell into place. We'll put it out.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. It was very just like, sure. Like,
and the good thing is they sound sick as well. So
yeah, it sounds. Yeah, I think All My Friends sounds infinitely better.
Are there any other songs you look back on and you like feel the same way about the recording, the actual good?
I think that our recording in general didn't really sound good until laugh tracks, because we were just doing it all ourselves, and we were like, every time, like, Pop Culture was written before we had a drummer. The Split EP that we did was written in between drummers, so it was like programmed drums, like Isaac writing by himself at the computer. Laugh tracks was like the first time we wrote together and recorded with an actual producer. So I just feel like the quality of, like, the sound quality became way more professional after laugh tracks.
Would you say, like, back then, you know, when during like Pop Culture and all that, like, it was one of them things where, like, oh, you're a new band, we just need to get material, like, out ASAP?
Yeah, we were just excited and, like, eager to get stuff out. And, like, when we did Pop Culture, like, I never thought as many people would hear it. You know what I mean? Like, it's done so well, and, like, it's helped us out so much, and, like, All My Friends is still, like, one of the best songs to play.
I'd say it's definitely one of them EPs people, like, are still talking about that's gonna probably, like, go down well in a few years. It's still having, like, represses on, like, vinyl and stuff, so the demand is there.
Yeah.
People really do love it. So.
Yeah, so it's like, it's just crazy to think about that sometimes, because when we wrote it, we, like, never expected to tour or, like, do anything off of it, and it's just like, it's gotten this far, you know what I mean?
Obviously, America's a big place, and a lot of hardcore's happening in loads of different areas over there. You're probably, like, quite familiar with all sorts of happening.
Yeah.
But what about, like, because obviously you don't come to the UK that much, is there any sort of, like, UK hardcore bands that have, like, caught your attention? Or do you reckon, like, the rest of the band?
Yeah, there's a lot, actually. I really like a lot of bands from here. There's, like, Higher Power, Big Cheese, Renounced, Employed to Serve, Chamber from the UK. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's, like, a lot of really, really great bands from here.
Obviously, yeah, for you personally, yeah, you like those bands, but, like, do you reckon, like, what's it like in America as a whole as far as, like, people paying attention to UK bands? Because recently, in the last couple of years, it's like, you know, like, there's no more new bands coming out, they're all sounding good. But, like, as far as America, do you feel they don't pay enough attention to what's going on over here?
I feel like in America, it's like, I don't know, it just depends, really. Like, I think Higher Power does well in America, but I don't know if, like, or, like, I know Renounced has done America and, like, people cared, but I don't know if, like, Big Cheese would, like, go over well, or, like, Employed to Serve, I don't know if they would go over well in America.
Do you feel like, is there any bands in particular you think, like, deserve to, like, have their shot over there?
I mean, yeah, all the bands that I mentioned, it's really just about, like, America, you have to do a lot of groundwork, you know what I mean? Like, you have to tour over there and, like, not let people forget about you. And I think the reason why Higher Power does so well over there is because they come a lot. Renounced hasn't been in, like, a long time, but when Renounced came over, it was great. Like, and I know it's, like, much harder for UK bands to come to America than it is for American bands to come to the UK. So, like, I get it. But I also forgot Malevolence. That's that's one of my favorite UK bands. But, like, them too, like, they've been over a couple times. I think that if they, like, kept coming over, they would do extremely well.
Yeah, this is like a regular sort of, like, thing that come up a bit, like, today. It's just, like, the whole logistic aspect of it. You
Yeah.
have bands over there, but, like, realistically, you getting the chance to go over there. Some bands will never get the chance. Like, some bands here will never get the chance to break America, and that was kind of like, or maybe it's the same thing over there. They'll never get the chance to sort of break.
It's like it's so expensive for bands from the UK to come to America because, like, of visas and then, like, rental gear and, like, everything. And it sucks because, like, for us, we don't have to have, like, visas or anything. Like, we just, like, we do, but they're, like, not nearly as expensive as they are for bands to come to America. And when we started touring, we, like, wouldn't give visas, and we would just tell people that, like, we were on vacation. Yeah, but I don't know. It sucks that it's that hard because like right now we're on tour with a band from Australia called Caged Existence, and they came over here, and like it's so much easier for them to come over here than it is for them to come to America. So they've toured here, but they've never toured America.
Thank you for taking the time to sit down with us.
Yeah.
On your day. Yeah, you want to plug in on camera, tell people what you've got coming up.
Yeah, A Different Shade of Blue, August 23rd on Pure Noise Records. Please pre-order it. Everything is live now. And yeah, we.